Born and raised in Canada, Marlee Scott moved to Nashville 4 years ago to pursue her country music career. Her debut U.S. single, Beautiful Maybe, is catching on at country radio, so we headed out to a Nashville showcase to hear about her new music.
I've caught up with the beautiful Marlee Scott here right before her big show. How are you?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited about getting to meet you. Now tonight you're actually performing and meeting and greeting, and talk a little bit about what's going to happen.
Well, tonight is kind of an album preview party, so we're going to be playing a whole bunch of songs from the new record tonight, and looking forward to that. And a lot of them, of course, are new and people haven't heard them yet, so always fun to play new music. And then I think after I'll be saying hi to everybody who's here, and a lot of people here I know, they're friends and industry people, so it's going to be a good night.
Absolutely, and if you feed them, that's always good. You can't go wrong.
We are feeding them barbecue tonight, and if you feed them, they will come.
I like it. I like it. Now, you're originally from Canada, and you've been here for a while, and you actually got the Rising Star. You're nominated for a big award in Canada. Tell me a little bit about coming from Canada and the difference in the music and what you're doing here now.
Sure. Canada is great place to grow up, and moving down to the States has been fantastic. Everybody's really embraced me as an artist and as a person, and I've made lots of friends and in the industry and out, and there's a definite music community up in Canada, and to be nominated for a CCMA Rising Star was just huge, and of course it was in my hometown last year of Edmonton, Alberta, so that was even a cooler experience to have friends and family in the audience watching, and I got to perform on the show and all that stuff, so it was definitely a dream come true for me, and a really big moment. I definitely, that's one of the highlights of my career so far.
That's when I won't love you anymore. You don't have to worry, baby. I see a little boy standing on his front porch wearing a Superman cape.
Now that you're here, you have been writing. You got to write with Marcus Humming, and he actually is the writer on your single right now, and you've been at radio with that single, Beautiful Maybe.
Marcus Humming is a great writer. He's a good friend and such a great person, and has a big heart, and he wrote Beautiful Maybe with Tia Sillers, who wrote I Hope You Dance, and Tanya Henkeroff, and great writers, and I just feel so fortunate to have gotten the chance to actually record a song written by such heavy hitters.
The first time you heard it, did you know that's what you wanted to be your first single?
I heard the song and I fell in love with it. It just talks about hopes and dreams and possibilities in life, and I just loved how good it made me feel, and I'm hoping that it's going to touch people in that way as well. It's just such a feel-good song, and we're so excited that it's the single, and been out at radio for the last 2 months promoting it and playing it for everybody, and we're just having a fantastic time.
The sweetest part of letting go is the kiss of coming home.
On the album, what's another song that's really close to you that you really like?
I wrote a song called Kiss of Coming Home, and it just talks about being out on the road and having that special someone to come home to, and it makes it a lot easier being out there knowing you have someone at home waiting for you, and so that song kind of dear to my heart, because it's definitely something I wrote about. It's something I believe in and have done before, and it's definitely very special to me.
Now, do you have someone? Are you married or have a boyfriend?
I'm not married. No, I'm not married, so it's
all right, guys, keep your eyes open out there. She's a good cook and she's beautiful.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for catching up with us today on Inside Music Row. Marlee Scott, everybody, right before her big show here in Nashville. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thanks again.
Seems I'm always sticking, like I'm trying to get to China.
Now it's time for our weekly songwriter tip, brought to you by our friends at Nashville Songwriters Association International. This week we sit down with pro writer Ralph Murphy as he talks about the right inspiration for writing great songs.
When writers discover they have this wonderful gift of creation, the three things they feel they have a mandate to do are whine, preach, and vent. Now, the last three things I want to hear coming out of my speaker at 7 o'clock in the morning drive time, where the money is someone whining, preaching, or venting, unless they do it with humor, irony, and detail. What is great catharsis for you to get stuff out of your system at 7 in the morning is bad for business.
You can learn more about NSAI by visiting NashvilleSongwriters.com. That's about all the time we have for this week's show. Don't forget those new autographed single discs we have up for grabs from Marlee. To enter, log on to InsideMusicRow.com and click on the free music link. Now, for all the latest news and events, you can always check out our Facebook page too. We're going to leave you today with that new video from Marlee. Here is Beautiful Maybe. Hey, don't miss out next week when we go behind the scenes with Steve Holy. Until next time, I'm Bailey for Inside Music Row, and I'll see you again real soon.